So just make sure to know if you're gonna need low profile or high profile screens or frames, okay? All right, now in the other thing I can tell you about Goccopro QS2536, in my situation, the maximum screen is 20, as the name of the machine says, 25 by 36, right? So in my case, it will be impossible to use a 36, a 25 by 36 screen, but there is some machines out there that they might be able to have them. They will be somewhere around here, and 5 more inches down that way. So just check that out before you have your order done. All right, the bigger the better. If your machine can fit a bigger screen, it will save you a lot of time. You might not even need to tape it on the edges, by the frame. You might not need to even tape it. So that's another advice I can give you. The machine holds 25 by 36 screen, but that doesn't mean that you have the space, the necessary area to be able to fit that in, which is my case in here. Okay, guys. Next thing is to set up this 6-color job. I have a 8-color 10 platens or 10 stations. 8 colors, 10 stations machine. All right. So because I had the Stampinator on, I'm gonna go around many times, which is a revolver mode on M&R equipment. Is called revolver mode. So you'll see that in a little bit. Okay, as I said before I even had the Goccopro, I never used a film or print, or I never printed the first color to be able to set up everything else. I could have, but I find the way I'm setting up the jobs is easier for me. Nice and clean. You don't have to have ink or anything or damage your film or anything. In this case, I don't even have a film to even use with QS with the Goccopro. The downside I found about this system is that if you're doing a multicolor, like in this case I'm about to start doing, it's very hard to see the registration marks. All right, once you put the tape underneath, I'm used to do it that way, so it's hard for me to change my system. So I have to use a headlamp or something if I can see, but it's very hard to see it. But once you have it all set up, it might take me a little longer than it used to take me to set it up. But once it's set up, it's not an issue. So witness it yourself, and you tell me what you think down in the comments. But this is how I do it. We're about to start setting this 6-color. As right now I can see anything. So let me turn the light on and let's see if it gets any better. Yes, it does get a lot better. So again, same thing. I don't use nothing. I just use the registration mark from my artwork. All right, this one here, one in the center, and one somewhere in here. All right, but it's someplace right now. So all I do, because I got the pneumatic locks, otherwise I will be manually locking this up. So Pneumatic locks is that easy and fast. All right, that is in place. Here is my flash, and the Stampinator is right there next to the flash. And this is number 2 right here. You can see the number. No, I mean that's the second screen that is gonna be set up, which is gonna be in head number 4. In this case, I did the light just for the center part. It's in place. One. And we go to the third screen right here. Easy peasy. Okay. Now we have 3. This is our 4th screen. I'm gonna adjust the registration dials to make sure I don't have no issues. If I have to adjust anything, all right. But a little hard time with the center one. I have a leak in there, but I guess there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna have to go with it. It should be here. I have to replace this part. Or who knows, maybe the actual thing, but that's a big leak. I may have to take care of that right now. All right, so I'm just gonna keep it locked on the tab. I gotta change this. I'm pretty sure that's the case. See, we have another leak in there, and that is either this or this thing needs to be replaced. But let's see. Okay, this is the fifth screen right here. As I say, that's the only downside I can see so far. They say you can use a marker so you will be able to see everything, but I tried and it didn't work. And this is the sixth and last screen to set up for this job. First thing is always to check is your dials registration in here. They are in the center, so that way when you adjust and you don't have to play too much with that, the distance and everything. See, it's very hard to see the center. I mean, this one here, I think is the center. Yeah, that's it. It's because the reflection of the tape. Yeah, I'm having a hard time to see that. Yeah, nothing. You know what else I should be doing? At least to have an idea where the center is. That is the one I'm having an issue with. Just to take a marker, I guess. Yep, it was right, but still, that may help a little bit. See to see. Right there is the center. It's a little off the center, but it's fine. Good enough for you to see that that mark is right there. So right there, here, and here, because I can see the two on the end, but the center one is the one that I'm having a hard time to find. Okay, so I got it in place. That's it. That's it for the setup. Now I have to put the squeegees, float bar, inks, do the print test, and start running them. Very big print, about like 15 inches high, not too wide, but it's very high. And in my case, my machine doesn't hold more. I mean, I can print, I think, up to 15 inches to be okay to do it. Because this is stopped to some point down here, and it won't be able to print if I don't meet that requirements, right? So